Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited this day has arrived. I'm Kim Kelling. I'm the Director of Content and Community Partnerships at WFSU Public Media. It is literally almost 2 years to the day that Storycorps reached out to us and said that they would like to include Tallahassee on their tour. They go to several cities each year, and they wanted to include Tallahassee, and would we want to welcome them? And of course, I said yes. This is such an exciting opportunity for our community because Tallahassee, we know we have stories to share. We are just such an amazing community with FSU, FAMU, TCC, the Capitol, and our, thriving business community. We have a lot of stories to share. So I'm thrilled they're here. We had a little delay with COVID. We didn't want to do it virtual. We wanted to do it in person. So today's the day. A lot of work got us to this point, but I'm thrilled that it's finally happening. So, what's really amazing about this opportunity is over the course of them being here from today until December 20th, we're going to record up to 150 stories. Those stories become part of us. So WFSU gets these stories and we're able to use them and put them on our air, on our website. The county will be able to have access to these. So these become a part of our history. So that's what makes this so exciting, is that we're capturing everyday stories of our people who live here, whether it's, an elected official or a grandfather talking with his grandson. That's what makes this so exciting. So having this partnership with Storycorps, having the partnership with the county and the city is just a win-win for all of us. So I'm thrilled to be able to be here. So there's a few people I want to thank. First of all, Danielle Anderson, who's the Associate Director of the Mobile Tour of Storycorps. She can't be here because she's about to have a baby, but she's got a terrific team here on the ground who are going to make sure our time with Storycorps goes smoothly. So thank Eunice for being here, and she's going to speak in a few minutes. But I also have to send a big thank you to Deborah Sears. Deborah Sears is the Executive Director of the Leroy Collins Leon County Library System, and she's just a wonderful person. She's going to be retiring, but what she has done for our community is so amazing, and to allow us to partner in the library, I can't think of a better partner to be collecting stories. So thank you, Deborah. She's going to come in a minute and speak. I also want to thank Matt Cavell and Michelle Presley from Leon County who helped us set this up, Allison Ferris from the city of Tallahassee. But I also really want to thank our elected officials who took time out of their day to come here. And we have Florida State Representative Allison Tant. We have County Commissioner, who's the new chair, Bill Proctor. We have City Commissioner Diane Williams-Cox. And I'm going to ask, first up, if Allison, Representative Tant, will come and say a few words.
Well, first of all, I think we should all say thank you to WFSU and Kim Kelling. So it is, I listen to WFSU every single day going into my office. I love this. I just finished wrapping up my own storytelling hour with one of my girlfriends who we interviewed each other. And it was Courtney Atkins, who's with Whole Child Leon and also with South City. Our daughters are friends. We've known each other forever. Yet we both learned so much about each other, and it was so much fun to be able to very casually and comfortably share information about each other, our backgrounds, our history, why we have found ourselves doing the things that we're doing, and that is the fabric of Tallahassee. I certainly hope that that Commissioner Proctor will do this, and I certainly hope that Commissioner Williams-Cox will do it if they haven't already, because I think we need your stories. We need these stories on the record. I didn't necessarily talk about running for office. I talked about my background and things I grew up with and what I learned to do. But I think that your two stories are very compelling as to how and why you got here. And I think you're part of the fabric of Tallahassee. And I think any resident who wants to come and have their stories recorded to participate. It's easy and it's fun and it's very relaxed. And I encourage everybody to do it because Tallahassee is a remarkable community. And I would love to have as many voices recorded as possible. So thank you guys for doing this, and thank you WFSU for facilitating it and jumping on this opportunity to tell the Tallahassee story. And thank you Tallahassee, and thank you WFSU for the wonder that is our community. So thank you.
So yes, we want Commissioner Proctor to sign up. We have Commissioner Williams-Cox signed up. She's going next. So come on. No, you're going next. She's going next to get interviewed.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Leon County's government, we want to welcome you and welcome Public Radio and WFSU and Storycorps for the exciting work that they are doing here in our community. We're here in the parking lot of our main library in Leon County or Tallahassee, Florida. And what better locale than to come to the repository of history, knowledge, and information over time. It's very important at this moment that Public Radio, in conjunction with WFSU, has coalesced interest in storytelling, because at this moment, as we think about the compass of history, the compass of time, as well as the clock, and there are many who are not being guided by the consciousness of which history's compass points us in a northerly direction, a progressive direction. And it's very important at this time that these stories are told, because there are those who would place us in a different era, carry us back into a past time, and they would just coordinate locales of the hands of time in terms of where we've been as a nation and perhaps where some would have us to go. So the personal interactions of stories told from families and friends, it means so much. And we are heartily delighted that this activity is occurring at this time, and that the stories that will be shared will be posited in history forever. Might this be a more wonderful event than anyone has ever thought of, and may the work of public radio continue well into the future. We thank you for coming to our town and our community.
Good morning. This is another great day in the city of Tallahassee, and we welcome you here. We were just talking earlier that winter was here last week, but it went on vacation, and now we have spring/summer, but I understand winter's coming back next week. So you're here at a great time. Thank you for coming to our city. Thank you, WFSU, and all who work together to put this together. Now, I'm here as a representative from the city of Tallahassee. I'm Commissioner Diane Williams-Cox, and I am humbled that someone would be interested in my story. I am the second elected Black female to the City Commission in its almost 200-year history of the city. So I am humbled and I'm honored to be able to share how I got here at this moment in time. But I have an awesome staff who've prepared some talking points for me to keep me on task, and I'm going to try to use them. Our community, as you already have heard from my great leaders of Commissioner Proctor and my representative, Allison Tant, our community is rich with stories, We have a great appreciation for history here. Thus, you know, that we're here at the library. We have the State of Florida Museum. We love history here. And we must love history. This is Florida's capital. People come here to make history. Just a few blocks down the street is where our special session just ended. But they'll be back. But where the Florida legislature is the seat of government. The courthouse, which houses the county government, City Hall, which houses the city of Tallahassee, and then the Florida legislature and the Supreme Court. They're all right there within walking distance of one another. With Tallahassee's bicentennial just around the corner, yes, it is just around the corner. In 2024, we will be 200 years old. And with that opportunity, we welcome the opportunity to reflect on where we've been and where we're going through these conversations. Imagine what our children and generations to come will hear in what we're saying and be able to parallel where they are in that point in time. Because when we look back on what used to be and what is now, some things have changed, but many have remained the same. We have an important story to tell, and we must tell our story. We can't count on anyone else to tell the story. I know my story better than anyone. You know your story better than anyone. We must tell it. And I'm looking forward to sharing my experiences this afternoon on what I've learned on how to gain success and how to serve. I hope that Storycorps helps spark conversations in our community, and I'm excited. I am very excited to have these chapters of Tallahassee's story archived in the Library of Congress for future generations. It is incumbent upon us to make sure that the next generation get these stories and that they know who we are, what we're about, and where we're going, and let them know that they are a part of this proud future that we're building. Commissioner Proctor and myself, we're not doing what we are doing for us. We're doing it for those residents who trusted us enough to elect us, and we're doing it for the next generation. So come along, tell your story. I can't wait to tell mine. Looking forward to hearing and seeing all that is to happen today. Thank you, and welcome to Tallahassee.
Good morning. I'm Deborah Sears. I'm the director of the Leon County Public Library. It's my pleasure, my honor to welcome you and Storycorps. We are so delighted to have the opportunity to host Storycorps here at the library. When Kim first approached me, I thought, that's not even a question. Of course, yes, we are happy to do this. This is a perfect partnership for us. As others have mentioned, Storycorps does bring people together to share their stories, not just for us, but for future generations. And that's so important, is that preservation piece. Things that we can listen to and learn from, not just now, but in the future. And Storycorps also teaches us the importance of coming together, and coming together to understand better how our lives intersect. Civic and community engagement is one of the 4 focus areas here at the Leon County Public Library, and we have numerous opportunities for people to do just that. We have a variety of programs and services that people can engage in civic discourse to enhance understanding. And isn't that what life is all about, is better understanding? After recording, we are hoping that people who do participate in this program will stick around. They'll explore our library. They can stay and learn more about their own family history through our free access to Ancestry.com. Look at some of our other resources on the shelves, check out our digital collections, and also attend lectures and other programs that we have that will encourage them to have more meaningful conversation. These programs and more bring people from different backgrounds and experiences together to freely explore a diversity of genres, ideas, and expressions. And I think of Storycorps as the perfect complement to what we do here at public libraries. We're so grateful to WFSU Public Media and Storycorps for bringing us this amazing program to our community. Thank you so much. And now, I'd like to invite Eunice Cho from Storycorps to share some words.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Eunice Cho, and I am the site manager of the Storycorps mobile tour, and it is so nice to be here with all of you today. I would like to start off by giving a big thank you to WFSU, especially Kimberly Kelling, for organizing our visit and for their continuous support. Thank you, Deborah Sears, and I also want to mention Pamela Monroe, who will be taking over as Executive Director of the library, for hosting us at the Leroy Collins Leon County Main Library. We are so excited to be inviting participants to record with us from this beautiful beautiful space. As you can imagine, there are a lot of meetings, Zoom calls, endless logistical emails that went into getting us here with you today. We could not have done it without you all, so thank you. My colleagues and I are all so excited to be here in Tallahassee, Florida for the first time ever with the StoryCorps mobile team. This is our third in-person stop of 2021, and it is also our final stop of the year. I would love to take a moment to introduce the fabulous StoryCorps staff, Sarah Paget, who is there, and Summer Cody, who is unfortunately not here with us today, but here in spirit. Summer and Sarah are our facilitators, and Dave Isay, the founder of StoryCorps, famously calls the StoryCorps facilitators the heart of the organization. When you think of StoryCorps, they are what brings StoryCorps to the people. So what is StoryCorps? You hear the words interview a lot, but conversation is really more accurate. We invite two people who know each other and care about each other to come in and have a conversation. We record it, give them a copy, and if they choose to release it to us, we archive the recordings with the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress. Why do we do this? First is the oral history aspect. Future generations will be able to listen back to this massive archive of firsthand accounts of what life is like in the United States today. At this point, we have over 300,000 conversations archived with the Library of Congress. In addition to that, we recognize that many communities have been underrepresented or misrepresented, and we want to help them preserve and amplify their voices. We hope to create better understanding across communities, and we strongly believe in the power of listening. How often do you sit down with someone you love and care about, turn off all cell phones, shut out the outside world, and ask more significant questions? Questions like, who has been the most important person in your life? What is your favorite memory of me? What are you proudest of? How would you like to be remembered? Listening is a gift. It is a demonstration of our love. So how do you participate? We started recording this morning, November 18th, and we'll be recording through December 20th. So if you haven't signed up already, please do that at storycorps.org/WFSU. You have the option to record with us in person here in the library or on our new virtual platform. We'll be recording over 100 conversations here in Tallahassee, and we encourage you to add your voice to that collection. Thank you all again for letting us be a part of documenting the community history of Tallahassee, and we look forward to hearing and celebrating your stories.
Thank you, Eunice. I just want to do one shout out because we have a special guest amongst us, and that's Colonel Washington Sanchez, who is a Purple Heart recipient from the Vietnam War, who's going to be recording his story on Saturday. But he came to join us today to kind of get a taste for what's going on in Tallahassee. So thank you for joining us today, and really thank you for your service. So this is the type of stories that we're hoping to collect. If you haven't signed up yet, please do so soon. But thank you for joining us today.